Good morning, children. Jayadash here. Today we will start the congruence of triangle. From here, we will learn today criteria of congruence triangle. How we can say that the two triangles are congruent. Four criteria are there which you have to use in these cases. Now, first condition is side criterion. In short, we can say that SSS criteria. Now, what is side criteria? Say two triangles are given ABC and DEF. If side AB is correspondingly equal to side DE and BC, say it is equal to EF, and AC is correspondingly equal to DE, DF, then we can say that these two triangles are congruent by SSS, side. This side is equal to this side is equal to this side, and this side is equal to this side. That means three sides are equal to the three sides of the other triangle. Then we can say that these two triangles are congruent by SSS. Then we can say that triangle ABC is congruent. You know this sign. Now it is not, you know that this is the congruency sign. Triangle ABC is equal to triangle is congruent to triangle DEF by side criteria. Understood? First condition is side criteria. Second condition, side angle side criteria. SAS, in short, SAS criterion. Side angle side criterion. In triangle ABC, side angle side. Side, say AB is equal to PQ. Side AB is equal to side PQ, and side BC is equal to side QR, and the included angle between them, AB and BC, and the included angle is B. This angle is equal to this angle. That means the equal sides and their included angle. These two angles if are equal, and this side AB is equal to PQ, BC is equal to QR, and angle B is equal to angle Q, then we can say that angle, this triangle ABC congruent triangle PQR by side angle side criteria. See, we are going clockwise. Side angle side criteria, side angle side criteria by side angle side criteria. Understood? Come to the next criteria. Next criteria is angle side angle criteria. Angle, by the name you can understand that two angles and their included side. Two angles and their included side are correspondingly equal to the two angles and their corresponding side. We can say that these two triangles are congruent by SAS. Say angle E is equal to angle Q, and angle F is equal to angle R. Let these are given, and say it is also given EF is equal to QR. Then we can say that this triangle DEF is congruent triangle PQR by angle side angle criterion. Angle side angle criterion. Understood? So triangle DEF congruent triangle PQR by angle side angle criterion. Understood? Come to the next criteria. It is right angle hypotenuse side, RHS criterion. Right angle hypotenuse side criterion. In short, you can write RHS criterion. By this name you can understand that we need a right angle triangle here, because right angle, hypotenuse and any other side, any one side of one triangle is correspondingly equal to the other two side and hypotenuse of the other two triangle and one side. Then we can say that these two triangles are congruent by RHS. Right angle means 90 degree. When two angles have same measurement, they are congruent. You know that, as because it is 90, it is 90 degree. Both are same measurement, and they are congruent. Now hypotenuse AC, let hypotenuse AC is equal to hypotenuse MO. What is hypotenuse? The side opposite to the right angle is known as hypotenuse. So hypotenuse of this triangle is AC, and in this triangle hypotenuse is MO. Let these two hypotenuse, length of these two hypotenuse also equal, that means they are congruent. And say one side, say BC is equal to NO. Therefore these two triangles are congruent by RHS. Any one side, you can this side or this side, correspondingly equal to this side or this side, and hypotenuse will be common and right angle also common. So in a right triangle, hypotenuse and one side of one triangle, if correspondingly equal to the hypotenuse and another side of other triangle, we can say that these two triangles are congruent by RHS. Triangle ABC congruent triangle MNO by RHS. Understood? These are the congruence criterion. You have to understand it properly. If you understand this, it will be easy for you to solve the sums in the next exercise. Thank you, students.